everyone, how are we doing today? Well, here we go, beginner mat Pilates workout. Enjoy your class today. Remember, listen to your body, and if you feel like you need to stop at any stage, make sure that you do. Enjoy your class, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. And let's get this show on the road. I'm all alone in my room today, no mum anymore, she's gone home. Okay, so make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Now I'm just going to go through this refresher. Hip distance apart means that if you wiggle your hands around and jab a bit, you might find those hip bones at the front there. Okay, there's an imaginary line that runs down the center of the body, right, the center of the legs from those hip bones. That's how far apart the legs are. So they're not all the way out here. That's not a straight line. That sort of goes out in a triangle. Okay, so it's not too far apart. Then we want to stand up and lift that pelvic floor. So we need to gently draw the belly button back, hands on the belly button. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Feel it sink back towards the spine just a little. Doesn't have to be a big movement, but that's where I want you to hold it. Okay, arms hanging down by your side. Let's just gently roll those shoulders back and loosen up a little. Good. Let's take the arms up as we breathe in. And deep breath out, arms down by the side. And reverse it, breathing in. And deep breath out. Let's do that once more, breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. And the other way, breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good, drop the chin to the chest and breathe out as you roll down. Let the arms just hang underneath you. Deep breath in, and then we breathe out and roll back up. Remember, you're just going to go as far as you can, using the weight through the upper body to help you. Don't force yourself down. Let's go again. Deep breath out, chin to the chest, roll it down, and just hang. And deep breath out, rolling up again. And standing nice and tall. Good, arms out to the side now, shoulders down, and a little twist to the right. Try and keep those hips facing forward, so don't go too far. And deep breath out. And breathe in. And deep breath out. And breathe in. And deep breath out, arms down now. Good, let's roll through the feet. So just get those feet moving a little, right up to the balls of the feet. And then when you tap that heel, make sure you just tap it gently. Don't sink into your hips. And tap, and tap. Good, now rising up and down. Up and down. Up, couple more, and lift, and lift. Good, shake the feet out a little bit. All right, now we are going to do a little bit of balance stuff. So if you've got a wall or a chair or something that you can sort of hold on to, which is not going to be too far away, then do that. I'm going to turn sideways and use my wall, but you use whatever's closest to you, whatever's easier, okay? If you don't need it to balance, that's great, but I don't want you wobbling around at all, because as soon as you start to wobble around, then you're not going to be doing the exercise properly and you won't get as much out of it. You're better off to have a wall and really get as much out of it as you can. So don't stand too far, make sure your elbow is bent, belly button gently drawing back still. And we're going to lift out of the hips, take that right leg out. Now we've done this without a wall before, so you know what I'm talking about. Lift up out of that supporting leg and keep the weight on it the whole time. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good, take that same leg forward now, keep it low and through to the back. My leg is straight as it comes to the back, and through, and back, and through, and back. Still pulling up, through, and back. 2 more, and through, and back. Last one, and through, and back. Lift that knee up to hip line, and that's where we can use that wall to keep us upright. Good, we're gonna take that leg out to the side. Now what I'm doing, and I'll just stand this way and show you, is just taking the leg around, but you can see the hips are still facing forward. They're not moving, okay? So I don't wanna do this. All right, see the difference? Okay, so keep it small, pulling up, take it out for 5 and 4, keep it small, 3 and 2, one more, and 1. Now a lot of that you can feel in the supporting leg through the butt, right in there, okay? And maybe down the leg a little bit as well. Let's turn around and do it on the other side and even up. So you're only standing about a foot from the wall. Lift up nice and tall, belly button gently drawing back. And take it out, 1 and 2, pulling up, and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Take it forward, 1 and back. Keep pulled up, don't lean forward. Don't bend the supporting leg. And forward and back, last one, and forward and back. Knee lift to hip line. Good. Tailbone tucked under, we're not sticking the bum out. And open, 1 and 2 and 3. You might find that flexibility is different on both sides. Just work within your limitations and take it down. Good, now you can feel that on the other side. And you may have felt it a little quicker because don't forget you were using that leg that's moving as well. Okay, let's go back to the first side. This time, we're going to take that foot just off the floor. Now, for me, it's my left leg. Okay, it's the one furthest away from the wall. Okay, so don't, actually, you know what, it doesn't even matter. Just lift a foot, okay? We're gonna face this way because we can face this way the whole time. All right, so we're gonna stretch that leg out behind us, but you can see I'm keeping it really low to the floor here so that the line is going from my toes all the way to the top of my head. I've also bent my supporting leg a little. Means that this leg's gonna work hard too. And then I'm gonna pull it all in and lift up tall. Foot is down by your ankle, all right? So we bend the supporting leg and we stretch it back and hold. Everything's connected and strong in the center. And then we lift, straightening that leg and bringing it in, pulling up nice and tall. Good, and back again. And hold, breathe in. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in, you're pulling up out of that supporting leg. Don't finish down here, okay? Let's do 2 more, and breathing out, and in and hold, and out and lift. Growing taller, and breathing out. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and lift. Tuck your bum under and take that foot down. Let's change feet now. All right, nice and low. Foot, toes are down by the ankle, okay? Start to bend that leg, that supporting leg, as you straighten the other one back. Do everything at the same time. Pulling up still and lift up out of the hips. Good, deep breath out. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and lift. Watch that if the knee is getting sore, you're not going too deep. Deep breath out, push away. Deep breath out and pull up. And out, push away, breathe in and hold. Nice long back leg. Breathe out and up. Once more, breathe out. And hold, and out, and up. Good, give your legs a shake. All right, let's go back to our rises, using the wall still if you like. Make sure those feet, like I said earlier, about hip distance apart. When they're a bit further apart, it's actually harder to balance when you do your rise. Same if your feet are too close together. by bringing them underneath the hip bones, sort of straightens it all up with the front of the shoulders as well, okay, which keeps your weight centered. All right, so let's rise up and down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's rise up and hold if you can. I'm just going to turn slightly and use the wall. Okay, bend those knees forward. Keep a gap between the knees. Push those heels into the floor and stand. Again, rise. Bend the knees forward. Don't let those knees touch at all. Heels down and stand. Once more, rise up and bend. Heels down and stand. Now the reverse. Bend onto the toes, knees are apart. Stand tall and lower, and bend the knees down onto the toes and lift and lower. Once more, and down onto the toes and lift and lower. Just rise up. 1 and down, and 2 and down, and 3 and down, and 4 and down, and hold. Bend the knees forward, heels, and release. Again, and rise. Knees forward, heels down, and release. Now, especially if you're in bare feet, you can feel that starting to work around the feet, not just the ankles, but the feet feel it too. Let's reverse and bend first. And especially if you can keep those knees from touching each other, keep that distance between them. That's going to help strengthen up those feet. And once more, down and rise and lift and lower. Good, so the whole foot can feel it, and right into that arch as well, but you're strengthening the ankle, you're strengthening those tendons and that underneath the feet too. All right, so give it a really good shake. Let's grab our elastic now. All right, so we're holding the elastic about shoulder distance apart. Good morning, Rosalie. All right. Take a deep breath in. Arms up above the head. Shoulders down, working on posture. So just gently push the shoulders back and release, and shoulders back and release, and again back and release. 2 more. Feel it work through the shoulders. You can actually feel those shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. Now over to the side and hold. Lift out of the hips, not the shoulders, and hold and back up. Let's go again. Chin tucked, and 2 and 3. I look crooked. And 4 and hold. Over to the side and other side and up. And shoulders down still. Bring your arms forward and roll the shoulders forward. Stretch that upper back and release and forward. Now have a look where my hands are. They're below that shoulder line. Now have a look where yours are. Are they in the same spot? Don't have them too high. And back and forward and back once more, and forward and back. Shoulders on chest open. Bend your knees and hinge slightly. Arms up. Bring them up to your ears. Okay, chins tucked, elbows out. Open the chest. Now in this position, we don't want to have those hands here. Okay, we've got to really feel it work in the shoulders. So pull those elbows back as far as you can. Stretch up. 1 and down, and 2 and down. 3 and 4 and 5. Good, and up and stand tall. And bring your arms all the way down, shoulders back and bend the knees and shoulders back and bend the knees and 3 and bend and 4 and bend. Last one and bend. Bring your arms up. Okay, now if you look from side to side, you should be able to see that your arms are by your ears, okay? Or as close to, we don't want the head falling forward. Then when I turn, I can actually see my arms are behind me. Okay, so you may have to have your arms here if you don't have that flexibility in your shoulders, okay? So it's just slightly forward, that's better. All right, and then from here, we're going to hinge, keeping the back nice and flat. You can bend your knees a little if you like. Keep your back flat. Where are the arms now? Are they still in the same spot or have they started to drop down here? If they're down here, use your shoulders and pull up and stop. And everyone, hang, relax upside down. Now while you're upside down, I just want you to pop that elastic on the floor. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, and roll yourself back up to the top. Good, should feel a little straighter, stronger through that upper body. Okay, let's grab our weights now. Now we're ready to use them. Get those legs moving again. And we'll do some squats. We just want our feet about shoulder distance apart, not too far apart for these, okay? Tuck your tailbone under and lift up nice and tall. You can see, hopefully, that there's a small bend in my elbows, okay? They're not locked up straight. That means I'm using them to hold my weights already. My arms, that is. And coming down, 1, lift up tall. And 2, lift up tall. 3, and lift. And 4, and lift, and 5, and lift, and again, 6, and lift, and 7, lift, and 8, and 9, and 10. Pull up tall. Let's turn those feet out. Take them a little wider when you do this, because we want to keep the back up and those heels on the floor. Hands in, elbows out, and down. 1. And 2, and 3, and 4. Hurting the knees, then don't go so deep. 5 more, and 1, and 2, and 3. Chin tucked, and 4. Last one, and 5. Good. Elbows in, arms down. Give it a shake. Let's go back to those first squats. Coming down, 1, pull up tall. 2, pull up tall. 3, and 4. We're going to hold the next one and hold. Okay, just have a little peek. Make sure those knees are over the toes, not dropping inwards. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Now turn it out again. Nice big step. Hands in, elbows out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Arms down. If you need to, just drop your elbows a little bit more, but shoulders back. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Elbows in and down. Shake it out. Good, okay, I'm gonna bring my feet in underneath my shoulders. Small bend in those knees. Hinge forward slightly and open the chest. 1. Let's hold the next one. Shoulders are back, they're not up by your ears. You shouldn't feel the neck getting tight. And lengthen back. 1, 2, control. 3, strong wrists. Last one. Good, arms down and stand tall. Good, all right, loosen up. Let's pop those weights down now. Bend your knees. All right, it is quite warm, so if you want a drink, have a little drink of water, and then we're going to come down into our plank. Also gives you a chance to relax those arms a little bit. Better. Okay, so once you've had your drink, come and stand at the end of your mat, standing up nice and tall. Arms relaxed down by your side, drop your chin to your chest, and deep breath out. Roll it all the way down. Now keep your arms and shoulders relaxed. Your neck is relaxed as well, with your chin on your chest. Now bend your knees to reach the floor, and we're going to walk out into our plank. So wherever that needs to be today, you can come down onto your knees or your elbows or wherever you want to be. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so posture is the start. Shoulders back. We don't want to have those arms in too close and be rolling the shoulders forward. We want to open that chest up. At the same time, we want to make sure that tailbone is tucked under. So belly button back, bum under, reversing those, okay, so like a pelvic tilt. So your back is supported. You can also feel the tummy muscles activate when you do that. Now just make sure we're still breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. You might feel that you're starting to get a little bit heavy, so if you feel it through your lower back, just lift that butt a little bit higher or come down onto your knees. We're closing in on a minute now. You've got 5 seconds left to get to a minute. If that's your aim, that is fine. You can stretch it out if you like. If you're going to keep on going, you have another 55 seconds to go. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice long deep breaths. If you want to come back up into position, you can do. Just remember, posture first, tailbone under, and use your tummy muscles. If you're feeling it only in your upper body, you might find your butt is a little bit high up here like so. Oh yeah, that's super easy. Let's bring those shoulders over the elbows or wrists. Keep the belly button back, tailbone tucked under. Not got long left to go now. If you're aiming for 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. And 10. And 5. Good, and everyone stretch back into child's pose. Make sure those arms are nice and long. And if you can rest your head down towards the floor just to relax that neck. Good. All right. Let's sit up. Let's turn around so we're sitting on our bottom with our feet at the end of the mat. And while you're there, I want you to grab your weights again. So sitting up nice and tall, weights in your hands. Now those that need to sit on a cushion, make sure that you are. Shoulders are down, and think of your posture. I don't want you rolled forward at all. Even if you have trouble sitting up nice and tall in this position, if you can't sit forward using your lower back muscles, then you still need to have the shoulders back. And if you can't sit up, so from where I've got to look at my screen just to see what I'm doing to make sure I'm doing it properly, or not properly, I should say. So when you sit up, if you're just doing this sort of thing, where you rock and you see my shoulders are rolled forward, okay, and that's a lot of back work there, okay. When I lift there, that's the pelvic floor engaging as well. Okay, now it is really, really hard if your lower back muscles are really weak. Okay, but that also means that those tummy muscles are going to be weak too. And if that is the case, that's when I want you sitting on a cushion, because I would much rather, especially when I can't see you, I would much rather you were sitting up on a cushion and being able to lift up and actually feel the pelvic floor engage at the same time, okay? So you can always try it, even if you try it after class, or use a window or a TV or a mirror as a reflection, just so you have to look at yourself the whole time, but just have a peek and have a look and see, are you sitting like this? It almost looks straight, but compared to that, it's not, okay? That lift there comes from the lower back. This one is all in this upper center back area, okay? There's no core really involved. So we're sitting as tall as we can, hands in front, shoulders down and chest open. Now the pelvic tilt tucks that bum under. The upper body really doesn't do anything here. And then we lift. See how it's all through that lower back and the tummy. And that's what makes this exercise hard, that it is through the lower back and tummy area. Okay, so they're usually the weaker spots for people. And you can't use your butt now because you're sitting on it. Let's do a few more. Good. And we're going to go a little bit deeper on the next one. So we're going to tuck first and then lean back. Now we activate those tummy muscles a little bit more, because if we don't do that, our back is going to do it all. And lift up and tuck and lean, hold and lift up and tuck and lean and hold and lift up. And again. Now if your back is getting sore, I want you to stop and pull up. Last one if you can. And pull up. Good. Take your hands behind you. Shake those legs out really well. Then bend your knees again. Okay, so again, now we want to sit up as tall as we can. For those sitting on a cushion, you will have to remove that for this one, okay? But I want you to use your arms to help you think about lifting, okay? So if you're here, when you push up, you're going to do this, all right? Open that chest. Open the chest. Stick your boobs forward. Your chest, Chris and Tony. And up, 1 and 2 and 3. Now roll down. All the way. Good. Now we're on the floor. Let's take those elbows out to the side. Now my elbows are touching the floor. Push up. 1. Strong arms. Don't be relaxed or you might end up dropping a weight on your head or chest. Push up. 1 and 2 and 3. Now use your weights. Use your legs if you have to. 2, roll up. And sit up tall. Push up. 1. Chest open. 2, 3. Now roll down again. Arms out by the legs to help you balance if you need to. Elbows out. Now up. 1 and 2 and 3. Now roll up. Use your arms and legs if you need to. Chest forward. 1, 2, 3. And roll it down again. Good. Elbows out and up. 1 and 2, 3, use your arms and legs and roll up. Pop your weights down. Arms out, roll back down. Good, okay. Knees are bent. Nice long arms down by your side. Feet and knees are about hip distance apart. Another thing that I want you to think about, and I see this quite a lot as well, is that the neck starts to shorten at the back, and we actually find that the chin is lifted like so. And now my eyes and my nose are looking straight up there. They should be looking out there. So basically parallel to the angle of my legs. Okay, so to do that, I've got to tuck my chin towards my chest and make the back of the neck nice and long. Okay, now nice long arms. If you really struggle with that because your neck is too tight, that's when you want to put a cushion underneath your head. Otherwise, you're going to make it worse. All right, belly button sinking down, deep breath in. Breathe out, pelvic tilt, roll up. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out, roll it down. Feel the spine rolling on and off the floor. Let's take another breath in. And out, roll up. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out, roll down. and again, roll it up. And hold, and roll it down. Good. Okay, let's take one leg up to tabletop. Chin is still tucked, knee above the hip, and the belly button sinking into the floor. Feel where your back is. When you lift the other leg, that back is not going to move. If it does, then make sure your mat is tucked up underneath your bum. Okay, let's take our hands now, pop them between the knees. Make sure your thumbs are pointed to the ceiling. Hands between the legs. All right, deep breath in, breathe out, push the legs out into a small V, so just watch how far you go there, Chris. Deep breath in, and breathe out again as you push back in. Now you can feel a little bit of tension between the arms and legs, just a little. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Now that we've got the legs moving and the breathing going, where is your chin? Are you still tucked? Are you still looking in the same direction, or have you started to look back behind you again? Deep breath out. And in. And out. Last one. And out. You can feel your legs working here, inner thighs in particular. And knees to the chest. Good work. Stretch out your right leg now, take it down, don't let the back lift. Hug the left knee towards your chest. Now, a lot of times when people do this one, if you don't have flexibility through your hips, you pull that leg in and the bum actually starts to lift off the floor. So if you have a look what I'm doing here, you can see that lower back area has started to lift. But what I want is it to be there where the lower back, that big solid plate in your lower back, is on the floor the whole time. Okay? If you want to, chin to the chest. Let's change legs. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and both knees. Head back to the floor. Now again, make sure that neck is long. Arms out to the side, palms to the ceiling, legs to tabletop. Now we're going to bring those legs together and twist over. And hold. Can you feel it in your back? If you can, make your movement smaller by bringing the knees closer to that center line. Deep breath out, roll through. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and roll. Feel that lower back roll along the floor as you come through the center. Deep breath out and roll. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and roll. Breathe in and hold. And again, roll it through. And hold. And back to the center. And knees in. Good. Okay, left foot to the floor, right foot to tabletop. Support your neck with your hands. Elbows out. We're going to curl up and extend that right leg out. Now, in this position, belly button sinks, elbows are out. Don't bring your elbows in, you're not yanking on your head. And everything back to the floor, knee preferably to tabletop, not your chest. Okay, and breathe out, curl up, and in and back. Breathe out, up, and back. And back. Once more, and back. Now I'm going to make it the same leg but comes towards you as you twist over. So elbow towards that right knee. Knee comes into the chest and back. 1, breathe out, 2, and out, 3, and 4, and 5. Let's change legs. twist. Left leg, extend it out, come up straight, no twisting. Elbows out to the side and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and twist. Bring it in and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's change legs and try that again. Curl it up and 1. Stretch that leg out. 2, 3, 4. Where are those elbows? Out to the side, pointed to the wall, not the ceiling. Now twist, bring it in. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Changing legs and extend straight up, elbows out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twisting in. 2. Who's still confused about that? 3, 4, 5. Good. Well, for those that might still be confused, let's do it once more and then we can have a stretch. Are you ready? Right leg extending and straight up. Now we bring it in and twist. One more. And changing legs, straight up and extend. 1. Elbows out. Now bring it in and twist. Last one. Good. Arms by your side. Nice and long. Both feet are on the floor, both legs are bent, knees pointed to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out, roll up. Lift those hips. Breathe out, roll down. Chin tucked towards the chest. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Last one, and up. And hold. And down. And relax. Good. Okay, we're going to bring those knees into the chest now. Give them a good hug. Firstly, keeping that lower back on the floor. And now we're going to roll up and see if you can balance. Up you come. And feet off the floor. Toes to the floor if it hurts your back or hips. Shoulders down. Belly button back. And hold. Keep breathing. All right, take your feet to the floor. Well done. Okay, let's stretch those legs out and have a good shake. Good stretch, I should say. Okay, arms out, push the chest forward. So getting flexibility, okay? This is a flexibility thing now with our stretching. We've warmed up those muscles, we've got them moving. They need to be stretched, otherwise they get tighter, okay? So we need to feel like you're pushing from your lower back. So again, feel like you push your chest forward, and that's why I'm doing it with the arms out now, is to encourage the chest to lead. Okay, then once you get into position, you can relax your arms and then drop your head. Now your head and your arms are going to be the weight that hold you in this stretch. We want our legs as straight as we can. Now I know that if you've got tight hamstrings, the back of the upper leg, then it's going to be very hard to do it with your legs straight. But you're going to straighten them as much as you can. And as you breathe, each time you breathe out, see if you can straighten them a little bit more. Now we're going to sit up nice and tall. Good. Take your legs out nice and wide now. We're going to do the same thing. Now you might already start to feel those inner thighs working. Just watch how wide you go, Chris, if you're going to do this one. Arms out again, chest open. Push the chest forward. Then drop the arms. Then relax the neck. I'm looking right towards my belly button so that the back of the neck gets a nice stretch as well. Now take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to try to breathe out through your mouth. It makes a big difference into how you relax and stretch those muscles. So if you really are concerned about flexibility through those hips and even through the neck and spine, then make sure when you breathe out through the mouth. And sitting up. Good, bring your legs in now. Okay, shake it out. Now we're going to get in through that lower back and hip area. So right leg across the body. You pull it back as far as you can, keeping that foot on the floor, okay? You might not be able to get it as far as I'm doing it, okay? Go to your limitations. Use the opposite arm to hug that knee, and as you do that, pull yourself in and lift, and then turn to the right. That lift is still there because you're still pulling that knee towards you and you towards the knee. Keeping that lift there, so hang on to that knee, come back around to the front. Now let's change legs. You can use your arms to help you. Bring it back as far as you can. Again, both sides might be different. Sit up tall, hug it in and turn left. And if your bladder's full like mine, you might not be able to get it very close to you either, because then it makes you feel like very uncomfortable, makes you feel uncomfortable. Let's come back around to the front. Shake those legs out. Okay, so now we're going to come up onto our knees. Now I'm not sure if I've fixed my camera enough so that I'm going to lose my head. We will find out, I guess. I can probably go back onto the carpet and fit in. Ooh. There we go. Okay, so take your right foot forward, square yourself up with the floor here, and then we're doing a pelvic tilt. So what you're trying to do here is open this hip from here, where the hip comes in. I don't know if you can, I'm trying to show you, but it's like, comes forward and then out. So it's sort of doing that sort of shape. Okay, if you pop your hand in the front of your hip, and you open this way, you're straightening up there. Okay, so you're being quite tight through there if you're tight in your lower back. So for all you guys, so all you guys as in people, all you people that have tight at the back of the legs and found it hard to have the legs straight when we did the first stretch, okay, you really need to make sure you open up your hips as well because they will be closing. All right, let's change legs. Tiny little space. And same on this side, tuck it under, open up, still pulling up nice and tall. We're lifting the pelvic floor while we do this, so that gives you a chance to strengthen the pelvic floor as well. Good, and release. Now we come into our crouch position. So you're as low as you can go, okay? Drop your chin to your chest and then push your bum to the ceiling. Now you don't need to straighten your legs here, but you do want to relax your arms and relax your neck. Okay, let's slowly unroll until we're standing up nice and tall. Good, arms forward. Let's open out that chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Don't look at the ceiling, tuck the chin again and release. And back and release. Back and release, arms down, chin to the chest. Now relax that neck. Chin to the ceiling. I want you to really push that chin right up to the ceiling so you can feel the stretch. And release. Look right and left and forward. Ear down. Up and over. And up. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, shoulders up, breathing out. Breathe in gently, elbows back. And breathe out. And again, in and out. Shoulders up and down. Open gently and release. Good work. Okay, there's your posture for 2021, everyone. Well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your workout. Hope you got a lot out of it. Feeling strong now, ready to take on the rest of your week? I hope so. If you've got any queries or questions about anything that you've done, if you're concerned about how you felt during certain movements, please shoot me a text message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And otherwise, I will see you all kind of online next week, live. Take it easy and have a great week.